Good morning. Welcome to Inspirations by Terry. Hoping everyone is well. Welcome back. If you are a return viewer, if you're not, and this is your first time here, welcome to Inspirations by Terry. This channel is to inspire, enlighten, and give you something to think about. That is my goal, to give you something to think about and hoping it brings a change in your life, a positive change. Okay, so if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. If you're just coming into the video, hit the like button and share the video so as many as people as possible can hear the message. Today, I want to talk about our Hebrew women. And if you're a returning here, you know that I used to call the black people until I was enlightened. And now I know that black, as we all do, know that black is a color. But we may not all know that we're Hebrew, but we are Hebrew. All of us, that were part of the transatlantic slave trade, which is most Americans, most Caribbeans. We're not going to go into it, but we know that it's been a lot of us that have been dispersed. We are from the Hebrew nation, from Judah, the tribe of Judah. Okay, but that's not our topic for today. Our topic for today is I want to talk about the Hebrew community as a just us, right? But I want to start with the women because we are the foundation. We are the creators and the givers of life. It all starts from us. Of course, the man is necessary for us for reproduction and for us to have children. We need a man, right? But, and there's no but meaning that's diminished, but nurturing, teaching, supporting our men all stems from us, Hebrew women. And if you see what's going on in the Hebrew community, it is like a downright disgrace, downright disgust, downright just a total like, what in the world? Like, I can't even believe that I'm witnessing half of the things that I'm witnessing, and I'm, on the other half of my life, I already lived half a century, right? So I've seen some things, but I have never seen some of the things that I'm seeing now. How we are with our children, how half of the times you can't even tell who the children are and who the parents are because they're doing everything together. Instead of being a parent, we're more buddies to our children. I don't know if we're training them up in the fear and admonition of the Most High Yah. I know when I was growing up in our generation, and I know things have changed dramatically, but in our generation, almost the whole Hebrew community, we went to church. And I think in the last 2 decades, I have seen the going to the house of worship as a family diminish. Kids like, oh, I don't feel like going. Why do I have to go? And then the parents are, well, yeah, like, yeah. Well, if you don't want to go, stay home. They'll go by themselves. And it's not an enforcement. When I was growing up, it was an enforcement. I had to go. I didn't have an option. I didn't have a choice. Did I like it? No. But am I thankful that my mother pushed me to it? Yes, because it changed my life. It really changed my life. And I'm glad that she enforced it, because a man left to himself is a whole horrible mess. When you're making your own decisions without counsel, without wisdom from the Most High Yah, your life is a mess. Anyway, so I don't think they're making the children go to church, or even sharing with them. It's not about the building, but the fellowship, the training them, the giving them the knowledge of the Most High Yah, letting them know that there is an order, that there is a discipline, and there are things that are required of us. That if you don't share that with them through the word, or through a pastor, a preacher, or a group fellowship, they're going to miss out on a whole lot of things. So now we have these adult women growing up. A lot of them have children, no husbands, multiple children, multiple fathers. Like almost every child has a different dad. It's just horrible. It's just very, very, very sad. And not that anyone has all the answers or does anything right, because hindsight is always 2020. But after your first and second baby, and you see that this man has walked out of your life, why keep having another, and now you have all these children, and everyone, sometimes you have all these children and it's the same father. A lot of times it's a different man, and now you have all these different fathers coming through the house, if they even come to visit their children. A lot of times they don't even take the time to come back to visit their children. But that's another story. But that's a terrible story, but it's another story. So now we have these women who, I don't know what they're thinking. Are they thinking that I'm just a baby making machine, that I'm just here to have these relationships and have children, and then be a single mother and struggle for the rest of my life, and have the kids broken, lacking, wanting, because it is necessary, family. If anyone can hear me, I'm hoping I can reach some young ladies that can hear me. If you hear anything, hear this. It takes a village to raise a child. And to hear some of these young women say, I don't need a man, I just want a baby. I don't need a man, or have a man, be in a relationship, get the baby, break up with the man, and now you're on your own. Now the baby is left without a father figure, without a man, without protection, without guidance. And then they'll say, well, he ain't no good anyway, but he was good enough for you to be with and have sex with, but now he's not good enough for your child? He's not good enough to spend time with your offspring, his seed? I don't get that. And I don't care how terrible the man may be in your eyesight, as long as he's not physically abusing your child, he has every right to see his children, because those are his children. If you decided to move on, that's your business. But you need to let the children know who their father is. And not only their father, what's the other side of the family? Who's the grandmom? Who's the granddad? Who's the aunties? Who's the uncles? Like, what's up with that? Like, let them see their family. This is a real thing, a real life, a real human needing guidance, needing stability, needing a foundation. Okay? It's very important. Don't be you know, like when I was growing up, it was still kind of good, and the band was just getting started. Like in that era, where you go out on a date and men took you truly out on a date for dinner, for, to the movies, or maybe to a play or a concert, or a real date. Nowadays, I don't even know if women date anymore. I mean, some of the stories I heard from my young family members or whatever, oh, I'm just gonna, can I pull through, or can I swing through, or can I, or roll, I'm gonna roll through, or I'm gonna slide through. You gonna be home, shorty? Sure. Yeah, I'll be here. So now you're getting all did up, dressed up, and makeup on, and earrings on, and all that stuff for this man to come, you know, slide through. But he ain't taking you on no date. He's coming through to do what he do and leave. Like, are you kidding me? No. There's more to you than that. You don't need that. You need someone who's going to look at you for the beautiful queen that you are. And it has nothing to do with sex. Sex should be the last thing that you're doing if you're trying to create a relationship. And the sad thing about it is, half of these people don't even want to create a relationship. They just want to have sex. And most of them just want to do that. I mean, I don't know. I think the women are worse than the men. It's like, what the heck? Now you see our women, dressing like they're going to a club, and this is the way they parade around all day long. Cat suits on, spandex so tight that I guess you're screaming to the man, like, yeah, check me out. I'm ready. Like, hit on me or whatever. And then if someone hits on you and you get offended because it ain't the right hit, it ain't the one you want to get hit on from, it's a bum. But here, this is what you're advertising. Everything's so sensual. Everyone has their breasts hanging out. Everyone's getting these BBLs for these big butt, Brazilian butt lifts, or whatever they're doing, snatching a rib here, or snatching a rib there, so their waist could be size 24 and have these deformed looking bodies. For what? Half of the people die having the surgeries. Half of the women who have them have these men who do what they want to do to them, cheat on them, leave them, and go to the next beautiful eye candy that they're looking for, because we have to realize it's not about the sex. It's not about the look. It's not about any of that. Because if it was about the look and you had the look and you really had it going on, then he wouldn't go to the next best one and leave you flat, leave you hanging, or have you somewhere calling, are you coming, or where you at, are you coming, or where you at, where you coming? No. You know how you find out if someone is really into you and really feeling you? Be his friend. Watch how he treats other people. Go to his house, meet his family, see how they interact with him, see how they treat him, see how all that stuff is going on before you even allow him into your life. Look at our women, look at our men. Women discussing family members with their children, having their children disrespecting other family members. No honor, no respect, no home training, calling people out of their names that are their seniors. If you have someone in your family and they have an elder in their family, I don't care if the elder's on crack, I don't care if the elder's an alcoholic, I don't care what the elder is. Your children need to respect their elders, point blank, period. If they're out of order elders, then we have to tell them, you speak and you go to the next room, you speak and you leave or whatever. But all this, well, I'm not speaking to them because da 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 da, and I'm not speaking to them because da 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 da, and you allow that, that's out of order. We have to become women, mature as women, train our younger ones to do the right thing. If we missed it and we got it wrong in our generation, then guess what? We got to fix it with the next one. You sit down and you break bread and you let that girl know, that younger, oh, this fly is getting me, sorry. You let that younger one know, no, this is not how we do that. This is not how we behave, and this is not how we're going to do this. We're not going to be having all these children out of wedlock. We're going to, either you get yourself on some birth control. Either you're not having sex, which you don't need to be having sex until you're married, or we're doing this, but this is not acceptable. This isn't good. This is not cute, and it's not a good look. And we're better than that. We're not just baby making machines. I'm over my time, but I just want to say this. And how about us, our generation, us as mothers? We are messy, always gossiping about the next person, always envious and jealous and causing division and confusion, talking about people behind their back, trying to destroy relationships, just messy as a people from the Hebrew community, when we need one another the most. With all that's going on in the world, trust me, what we're doing to one another is like an out and out war. It's a war. Competitiveness, materialism. Well, I look better than you. My clothes are better than you. I got a better car than you. All this stuff. And it's foolishness. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy what we do to one another. But I know it's been a plan from the beginning to destroy us as a people, as a nation. It says in Psalms 83 that they were confederate against the Israel nation, to destroy us, to keep us from being a nation, to keep us from being and knowing who we are. They did it on purpose. They had, slaves that if you were, lighter than a paper bag, you can work in the house. And we're going to talk about that next time. The colorism, the manipulation, all those things. But as a Hebrew woman, we have to grow up. We have to mature. It's one thing to be 12 years old, 13 years old, 10 years old, acting a hot mess like a child, because you are. But as you mature, some things should be changing. You shouldn't be 50 and 60 and in your 70s still behaving like a teenager with your actions and with the way you treat people. If you don't like someone, fine. But where's the respect? Where's the common good? Where's your humanity? Where is that? Are you that evil and that distorted that you can't even, if you don't have something good, like they used to say, then shut up. Shut your mouth. Because everybody has something that it can speak on about someone else, because none of us are perfect. None of us have it all together. And we all have been bamboozled, and we have all been manipulated. We have all been, fell privy to this craziness they have going on with our women, telling us that we're not enough and we're not good enough, and our hair this and our nose this and our lips this. And it's all been a lie. While we're over here all, combative against one another, The other nations are over there getting lip injections, getting this, getting that, and we're hating one another because they tell us this is bad, our hair is bad, but they're over here sitting in Jamaica getting their hair braided, doing all these things when we can't even appreciate our God-given qualities, hating on one another when we are our biggest advantage, our biggest help. We are responsible for turning this around. Women, it starts with us. I got to end it here, but there will be a part 2 until I get all this off of me, because we have to change. And I know that a lot of it is through sin, because we all have been born into sin, all of us. And until we come into the saving grace and the knowledge of the Most High and allow Him to come in and to begin to transform our minds, renew our minds with the word of the Most High Yah, and learn that all the lies, all the stereotypes, all the propaganda was done intentionally to do what we see now. So we do have hope, and our hope is in the Most High Yah. He's our only hope. We have to turn things around. We have generations behind us hoping, waiting for us to get it together. So I say to you, sisters, let's get it together. Let's act our age and not our shoe size. Let's love on one another. And when I say love, not enough fake stuff, but no, I'm not going to be gouging my sister's back out. For what? Everyone has their different things that they're going through. Let's support one another. If you hear someone come to someone about something and you don't know nothing about it, well, why don't you go talk to them about it? Why you come and telling me? That's the kind of sister that you need and should be in your life. Okay, so I'm going to end it here. There's a scripture that I wanted to share in Proverbs, and I think it's Proverbs 24:6. I do believe. And if I'm wrong, please forgive me. It says that there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is death. And a lot of the ways that seem right to us, we're going to do what we want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. But the end thereof is death of relationships, death of marriages, death of all kind of things. So be blessed, family, and I'll see you on the next video, okay? And we're going to continue on with our women. We got to get it together, sisters. There's a generation below us, our grandkids, and the next generations looking up to us, looking for us to turn things around, okay? All right. God bless. Bye.